Did you know that most transmission failures don't happen overnight? They're slowly destroyed by everyday driving mistakes that millions of people do without realizing it. And because transmission repairs can cost anywhere from $3,000 to $7,000 in the US, even one of these habits can turn into a financial nightmare. In this video, we are exposing the hidden behaviors that quietly destroy your gearbox, shorten your vehicle's lifespan, and cause early breakdowns. Watch carefully, because fixing these habits now could save your car from a premature death and save your wallet from massive repair bills. Let's get started. Mistake number 1, ignoring transmission fluid changes. Transmission fluid is not just oil. It is a hydraulic lifeline that lubricates gears, cools sensitive components, and keeps shifting butter smooth. But many drivers never change it, because some dealerships misleadingly say it's lifetime fluid. Studies from transmission rebuild shops across the US reveal that 70% of early failures happen due to fluid that turned dark, burnt, and acidic. Over time, this fluid loses viscosity, allowing friction to grind metal surfaces and generate heat. If you tow, haul heavy cargo, or sit in traffic, fluid breaks down even faster. By simply replacing it every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, you can extend transmission life dramatically and avoid multi-thousand-dollar rebuilds. Mistake number 2, shifting gears while moving. Many drivers shift between drive, neutral, and reverse while the vehicle is still rolling, thinking it saves time or puts less load on the brakes. But inside the transmission, delicate clutch packs, planetary gears, and hydraulic valves are designed to engage under controlled pressure, not while the car's drivetrain is still spinning. When you shift while moving, the transmission is forced to instantly reverse the rotational direction of internal components, creating violent shock loads. These shock loads chip gear teeth, glaze friction surfaces, and can even damage the torque converter. Over time, the stress creates microcracks that eventually turn into loud clunks, harsh shifting, and complete gear failure. Mechanics consistently say this is one of the silent killers of reverse gear. Simply allowing the car to come to a full stop before changing gears can add thousands of miles to its lifespan and save you from the most expensive repair on your vehicle. Mistake number 3, letting your transmission overheat. Heat is the #1 enemy of transmission longevity. For every 20 degrees Fahrenheit past recommended temperature, fluid life is cut in half. When overheated, fluid thins out, losing hydraulic pressure and lubrication. That's when clutches start slipping, torque converters struggle, and friction surfaces burn like toast. Combine that with towing, idling in summer traffic, or racing from every stoplight, and temperatures skyrocket. Most factory coolers are tiny, especially in sedans and small SUVs. If you tow or live in a hot climate, an auxiliary cooler is not optional. It is survival. The transmission won't explode instantly, but it will silently degrade until one day you suddenly can't shift past third gear. Mistake number 4, not using the parking brake. When parking on hills, most drivers rely only on the P setting. But inside your transmission is a little metal pawl, barely thick as your finger, meant to hold your car still. When you skip the parking brake, you dump the car's entire weight onto that tiny metal hook. Over months and years, it wears grooves into the mechanism, stretches components, and eventually snaps. That's when you feel a violent clunk when shifting out of park. The system is literally struggling to free itself. On heavier vehicles like trucks and SUVs, damage happens faster. Using the parking brake first removes stress entirely, and it can easily add years of life to your gearbox with zero effort. Mistake number 5, towing more than your vehicle can handle. Just because your engine can pull something doesn't mean your transmission can survive it. When overloaded, transmission temperatures spike, torque converters slip, and clutch packs grind against drums at extreme pressure. Mechanics report that improper towing raises gearbox caregiver rates by up to 40% in trucks and SUVs. You might not notice the damage immediately. It is slow and silent, and your dashboard lights up with warnings. If you tow frequently, install an external cooler, downshift on hills. Overloading your vehicle is like dragging your transmission across sandpaper. Eventually, it gives up. Mistake number 6, not warming up in cold weather. On cold mornings, drivers often jump in and blast down the road immediately. But transmission fluid thickens drastically when cold, making pumps struggle to build pressure. Cold clutch engagement can slip, and that slippage wears friction surfaces like sandpaper. Even gentle driving in the first 5 to 10 minutes allows fluid to heat, expand, and lubricate critical surfaces properly. Cars in colder U.S. states like Minnesota and Michigan have higher winter-related transmission complaints because drivers underestimate cold fluid stress. Warm up gently, and your gears will thank you. Mistake number 7, running low on transmission fluid. Running low on transmission fluid is one of the fastest ways to destroy your transmission because this fluid is the heart of the entire system. It doesn't just lubricate parts, it creates hydraulic pressure that tells the transmission when and how to shift gears. When levels drop, pressure falls, and clutches begin to slip. As temperatures rise, the fluid begins to foam, introducing tiny air bubbles that starve the pump and bearings of lubrication. This combination of heat and aeration can cause metal scoring inside the valve body, turning smooth surfaces into abrasive ones. Many drivers don't realize transmission fluid doesn't evaporate like engine oil. If it is low, there is a leak. That leak could be from worn seals, cracked lines, or even the radiator cooler. Ignoring it allows damage to snowball into thousands of dollars. If you ever see red stains under your vehicle, don't wait. That's your transmission crying for help long before it dies. Mistake number 8, not warming up in cold weather. Most people only think about warming up engines, but the transmission also needs time for fluid to circulate and reach operating viscosity. When it's cold, fluid is thicker, meaning gears drag harder and pumps struggle to build pressure. Cold shifts can slip, creating clutch wear. This problem intensifies in winter climates, where fluid behaves like syrup. Even gentle driving in the first 5 to 10 minutes allows fluid to heat, expand, and lubricate critical surfaces properly. Cars in colder U.S. states like Minnesota and Michigan have higher winter-related transmission complaints because drivers underestimate cold fluid stress. Warm up gently, and your gears will thank you. That's all for this video. Your transmission is one of the most overlooked and abused components in your car. But with a few smarter habits, you can easily add tens of thousands of miles to its life and avoid wallet-destroying repairs. See you in the next video.